So, what exactly is a new earth leader, and how can you cultivate this energy within you so your business can 10x its income, impact, and influence this year? Or maybe, here we go, here we flow. Welcome back to today's episode of the Golden Entrepreneurship Show. I am your fellow co creator, your brother on this massive awakening journey, Spence Madden, founder of New Earth Business Coaching, your partner in scaling your business with ease and flow to create time freedom, financial sovereignty, and of course, most importantly to me, the energy to live your life and be the CEO of your business from a place of joy, creativity, love, and integrity. So this episode, we're going to drop into what is a New Earth leader, because we see this term a lot. If you followed me on my channel, my social channels at all, you'll know I talk about New Earth leadership a lot. I talk about New Earth a lot. I talk about leadership a lot. So let's put those three words together and talk about what it is, because I know you are this. So see if you can find the characteristics and the traits that I'm about to describe within you. Determine if you feel these are very good strengths for you. If you have these things, which I know you do, this is just a mirroring exercise listening to this. You're going to want to keep cultivating those, because that is going to be the strength that's going to allow you to harness universal law to make a lot more money and make a lot more impact. So we're going to come back to that universal law piece. But for now, New Earth. What is New Earth? New Earth, for me, is I'll say future reality in quotation marks, because we know everything's happening simultaneously in this part of the universal time matrix, but we'll talk linear time. For me, it's the future reality where humanity has remembered that we are divine fractals of this higher energy, this higher beautiful consciousness. Some call it God, the great mystery, creator, source, whatever. It's all the same energy, where we've realized that we are that. And we are having this perceived finite human experience, and this is absolutely magical. And it is a soul learning experience here in this earth realm on this beautiful planet, which is her own sentient being. And that new earth is the place where everyone's in that frequency. So what's focused on? Peace, prosperity, and purpose for everyone. This is how things were at the height of ancient Lemuria. Very similar energetics at the height of Atlantis, just with its own different take on it. This is where we get to co-create and learn to communicate with each other, and we don't really have differences anymore, because we're so embodied in this amazing, powerful consciousness, that energy exuding out of us, that, of course, war, rape, terror, famine, scarcity, lack, control, suppression of human consciousness, siphoning, dissipate from the earth experience. Now, I know that sounds a bit visionary, because guess what? We're not there right now. In the current moment, we are not there right now as a collective, humanity-wise. But where you are is you are already there as a visionary, conscious, awakening entrepreneur, as a soul right now. I know you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in resonance with listening to my words here on this podcast. You're already there. And that's what excites me. And that's how I know that the earth transforms. This new earth timeline is going to be brought forth. It's by a collective effort, but it starts within. We must create the new earth leader within, which is already there. It's always been there. And trust that energy of trust ourselves and bring that forward in our business creations. Why do I love working with golden age entrepreneurs? Well, because you're visionary, you're heart-centered, and you see the macro picture. You see the interdimensional picture. You know that this is so much bigger than you, and you know this is so much bigger than just earning money. This is about impacting and changing global consciousness in a way that is organic timelines and not siphoning down AI. This is about coming back together and remembering the purpose, power, and potential in every single soul that it incarnates here. We're getting mass momentum, where more and more entrepreneurs are coming into this golden age energy. And that's where the resources are. Remember, entrepreneurs are the ones who ultimately have always changed society. What has happened is the entrepreneurs have been dark, and they've been nefarious. They've been behind the scenes. They've been all about power, war, greed, and corruption, mainly because they are entities that have lost a lot of their soul energy, and they're trying to siphon humanity. And how do they do that? By keeping humanity in lower controlled consciousness. But massive awakening of entrepreneurs. Now we have entrepreneurs in the heart space like you, me, and all the people that I work with in the Golden Age entrepreneurship movement. And way beyond that, people I've never been met are moving not only to creating profit in their business, but truly creating transformation for the planet. And ultimately, going about their business day to day, moment to moment, month to month, year to year from a place of joy, ease, flow, expansion, openness, seeing this entrepreneurial journey as simply a chosen soul journey of personal evolution and experimenting and learning while in this earth realm. So obviously a lot of people don't get that right now, and that's cool, but that's why you're a visionary. That's why you're a leader. We're not here to judge other people's journey. We're here to stand in our truth and bring forward massive transformation, creating the time, energy, and financial resources, the time freedom, the energy freedom that allows us to go build the new earth communities, to earth school our children, to create new projects, to have reoccurring revenue streams, to travel the world to sacred sites, to go to retreats, to communicate in person and online with other visionary leaders, because this is how the law of frequency takes over. Remember, law of vibration. You're vibrating in your new earth leadership more and more and more, 80% of the time. If you're not vibrating in joy, expansion, co-creativity, happiness 80% of the time, come work with me in new earth business coaching, because we got to make some tweaks, some tweaks to your business that are going to allow your actual energy and expansion to really take off. And that's how you create 10x's. That's how you create 100x's. It's that internal work and that knowingness of who you are and your genius, because the law of vibration of you vibrating at that now goes outward, matching others who are vibrating at that, aka amazing soulmate clients and people who want to collaborate with you, other leaders. Then what happens is we start resonating together, and like a tuning fork, where you have a tuning fork in your right and left hand, if you smash that tuning fork against a rubber surface in the right hand and hold it 2 feet away, if those tuning forks are to the same pitch, the one in my left hand will start to resonate because of that resonation, that frequency coming off, right? That's the law of resonance. That's also could be termed the law of frequency. What happens when you have 1 million or 2 million or 10 million, 100 million golden age entrepreneurs in this new earth leadership energy, all vibing, right? It becomes a vibe, and then you get cascading awakening, because one golden age entrepreneur is the equivalent in energy of 1,000 or 10,000 people in low frequencies. So you can see that's why I always talk about creating $1 million movements, because you want to resonate that out and bring in the people to your movement who are on that frequency. And this is how you will always have a thriving business. This is how you can create that $1 million movement. And this is how you can have a lot of joy and create a lot of joy. However, you still have to go back to the new earth leadership part. Well, what's a leadership? Leadership traditionally is guiding people into battle to death. It's leading through being a government. It's very outward. New earth leadership, as I alluded to and talked about, starts within. It's about being willing to lead yourself through the fires of personal evolution and realizing that you are God's source incarnate, a fractal of the divine, having a human experience that now is navigating this crazy matrix realm, the universal time matrix part that we call Earth, in a way that expands your heart and you grow on your soul journey. You have to start within. And this is why, obviously, every golden age entrepreneur has done a shitload of spiritual and personal development. This is why you've gone down pathways of evolving your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. This is why you are continuing to expand and deepen who you are, and you're coming up against all these questions and these subtle energies of having to release any lower guilt, shame, scarcity, these subtle things that are in there. But you're a leader, so you're willing to do that, and then you go out and lead from there and say, hey, this is my vision. Come to the top of the hill where I have a flag planted saying I stand for this, such as I stand for rewriting how business is done through golden age entrepreneurs. If you're in resonance with that, climb up the hill with me, grab onto that flag. We're creating an energy portal here. We're creating a vibe, and we're going to resonate that out across the earth plane and call in all the people who we like. That's what a new earth leader is. And to be a new earth leader, it takes you being willing to look at your masculine and feminine. Remember, part of the duality of the earth game, coming in, incarnating, we have basically two halves. Masculine, feminine, alpha, omega, Shiva, Shakti, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing, AB energy. We have to look at both of those in our business and in our leadership and go on the journey of figuring out our unique ratio and coming back into wholeness with that, knowing when there's time to be in our sacred masculine discipline as a man or a woman. and knowing when there's time to be in our creative, spontaneous flow as a man or woman. Doing that work is fundamental to being a new earth leader. It's the integrating of those polarities within. That's the ending of duality. That's obviously a very big topic. I'll do some future transmissions on it. You also have to have courage and be bold. You're going first. You always have gone first. You're the black sheep. You've always saw and things differently, you perceive differently, and you were shunned for a while that this was wrong. But now you're starting to you have, and you're standing up saying, no, this is my uniqueness. This is who I am. If you want to come join the vibe train, if you want to come up and join my $1 million movement, come on in. We're changing some aspect of the world together, whether it's, hey, we're changing how women perceive health hormones. We're changing how business is done. We're evolving how men teach their children and lead within their family. We're doing all these different things. Come on over here, right? Again, that goes back to the universal law of vibration, law of resonance. So you want to keep doubling down on that. New earth leaders, don't quit. You're consistent. You know that you sometimes have to apply yourself and put your energy and time and your financial resources in order to create a bigger result. Most people right now are still so caught in the matrix and control siphoning systems that they don't want to apply themselves. This is why sometimes you talk to people about things that seem so obvious, and they're only obvious to you, not to them, because they're not at the level where their consciousness can actually take it in. Doesn't mean they're any less aspect of God, source, creator consciousness incarnated than you. No. They are their own beautiful divine journey. They just aren't quite, quote unquote, air quotes, there yet. And that's why we need entrepreneurs who see it to creating these movements and speaking your truth no matter what, not getting rattled by any comments or put downs or cancel culture or whatever. You can't change who you are as a new earth leader. New earth leaders go out and continue to cultivate that leadership by getting in the room with other leaders, going to conferences, going to events, going to plant medicine ceremonies if that's your jam, integrating in the mountains, taking ourselves in rites of passages alone and with other men and women, going into the red tents, whatever, just completely going deeper into ourselves, that constant desire to expand, which is you. So naturally, you're that new earth leader. There's so many different points I could go into this because new earth leadership does have a lot of nuances. But you see the world differently is one of the key things. You know that we're here to bring forth a better way, a way of peace, prosperity, and purpose for everyone. Not judging them on their race, not judging on where they're born on the planet, seeing them as literally God's children, as this divine source energy made manifest for the human soul learning experience. Once you have that, you can do anything with your business. It really becomes about how to play with this game, this energy, and dance between the two worlds, the old ways, the new ways that are coming in. It's a very co-creative process. And this is why new earth leaders, I term them world bridgers, because you're building a bridge from the old to the new way because you see it. You're the one literally building that bridge from the patriarchal control way of doing business into the expansive ways of sacred commerce, sacred reciprocity, value. Hey, I'm not here to get you into my movement or get you into my program. I'm here to invite you if you feel the resonance and you want to come. And we have a huge movement of like-minded people like you where you could come, heal, evolve, transform together. Come on over. We got the bridge being built. That's where you want to be. That's where the big money is. That's where the scalability is. That's where the ease and flow in your business is. That's where the time freedom is. All of that comes together when you become and really claim that next level of new earth leadership or world bridger. So ask yourself, where could you go deeper into bridging your clients into your world, saying, hey, here's the old ways. That's fine, but I'm not really down with it anymore. I acknowledge them. They're there. They're fine. People are caught up in that, but hey, let's go into the new way. Here's the desire. And this goes back to an earlier episode you're going to want to scroll back and listen to on the New Earth Entrepreneurship Show, where I talked about desire marketing and getting out of pain point marketing. New Earth leaders in their business, one of the things they do is they focus on desire. They focus on solutions. They know and understand intimately the problems of their clients many times because they've been there themselves personally, and you've worked with so many people that you know, but you don't bang up against old ways like, hey, let's fucking focus endlessly on pain point marketing, which creates, think of that from the law of resonance. This is building upon that first episode a few episodes back, where what kind of universal law and frequency you're going to have if you're screaming about pain points and their struggle and suffering. Low frequency, low vibe, it's not going to create the movement that you want. So you need to be aware of universal law. I have a course on this that is actually in my membership program, and I have the course available as well. Very short course, all about how to actually harness universal law in your business as a new earth leader with tactical, practical insights. It's about a two hour course. You can reach out to me about that on social media and just to say, hey, can I buy your universal laws course? I'll get myself or my team to send you that link, because it is very relevant to this. It's, if you're a new earth leader and you don't know how to explain universal law, at least some of the basic ones, and you're not able to perceive them in real time around you, and you don't know how to shift your life and business into alignment with them, you're not going to be able to have the easeful business. You might make a lot of money, you might build an audience, but you won't have that ease, flow, and joy, and things will be harder than they need to be, and they will be slower than they need to be. So learn about universal law. Maybe I'll do a transmission about that at some point in the future. So ask yourself, where could you go deeper into your new earth leadership today? What does it mean to you to be a new earth leader? How can you invite your soul tribe, your clients, into their new earth leadership? Asking yourself, what's your role here as a golden age entrepreneur and as a new earth leader? I'd love to know your answers to one or some of those questions. My inbox is always open to you at newearth.business on Instagram or on TikTok. You can also check out my website, newearth.business, new earth, like literally the period sign, .business, not .com, newearth.business. And you can always send me an email, newearthbusiness@protonmail.com. Make sure you tell me that you were listening to this episode about New Earth leadership. And as always, if you are a conscious awakening entrepreneur who has a vision for your established business to evolve it into a $1 million movement that is full of ride or die buyers who are going to support you no matter what happens in our economy and during this great awakening, and you want to create that business behind that movement with ease and flow, where you're spending more and more of your time in your genius, less and less time on the back end systems and things that take away your time freedom, you're going to want to come work with me inside of New Earth Business Coaching. My high proximity containers are for you. You can reach out to me at those links below in the description, or as I previously just said, and we'll see if you're a fit for us to co-create together. I'm excited to see what is possible. Remember, I will leave you with this. It is the New Earth leaders who are choosing the soul journey of golden age entrepreneurship, the new way of commerce, the new way of sharing our gifts, our medicines, our talents with the world, that are going to fundamentally evolve us from the low frequency old way of dystopia into the free and abundant new earth, the place and planet, the society of peace and prosperity and purpose for all of us, where we're in our unique gifts, co-creating with this beautiful earth realm and coming deeper as a species of acknowledgement of knowing that we are these divine vessels of God source creator consciousness, having this experience and returning to our guardianship and our stewardship of this beautiful planet that is earth, before continuing on our soul journey to other aspects of the universal time matrix and our continued return to the divine. So don't underestimate the powerful nature of who you are as a new earth leader. This is so big. This is so fun. This is so epic. And I'll see you tomorrow, right here inside of the Golden Age Entrepreneurship Show. This is Spence at newearth.business signing off. From my heart to yours, I love you, and keep on flowing.